We've all heard of Hulu, but with all the streaming services out there in the year 2022, you might be asking yourself, is Hulu worth it? Find out in my Hulu review coming up. Alrighty everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Matt and I'm the host of Shall I Stream It? Today I'm going to be reviewing Hulu. If you like this video as we're going along, make sure to give it a like. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel for all things streaming. If you haven't already, follow Shall I Stream It on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And also visit shallistreamit.com. There's going to be chapter times in the description below if you want to skip ahead to anything. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's go over the basics of Hulu. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I'm guessing you already know what Hulu is. But Hulu was one of the very first companies to get out there and start streaming television episodes and movies on the internet. I remember when I was in high school going on to Hulu to watch episodes of Lost after school and catch up with shows that I wanted to see. They started back in 2007, so it was quite a while ago. I remember my mom, even at the time, thinking it was super weird that I was watching the internet on TV, which shows you how long ago that was. Even though things have changed with the subscription service over time, there is one thing that has stayed consistent with Hulu, and that is that it is a hub for great television shows and movies from a variety of different sources, different movie studios, different television networks, all in one place. Now, as streaming services have become more and more, fractured, and you've got content from one studio over here and one network over here, Hulu has kind of been that holdout where you can get things from a variety of different sources in one tidy little package. And that's one thing I like about Hulu. Another great thing I like about Hulu is that you can really customize your membership. If you want live TV, you can add that. If you want to add on HBO Max, you can add that on. And I'll get into all of those different types of memberships in this review. Now, one thing I will add is Hulu does have a Hulu plus live TV subscription package. If you want to watch different broadcast networks and cable networks together with your Hulu subscription, I'm going to do a separate video talking about that. Because I think that kind of warrants its own video. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Hulu plus live TV in this video. But once I make that video, I'll have a link to it up in the corner here, as well as a link down in the description. So let's get into what's on Hulu. Now, even though Hulu is majority owned by Disney, they do have a lot of different content from other studios as well, other different television networks. It's one of the only places I can think of where you can find shows from ABC, Fox, and NBC together under one roof. Some of the other networks you'll find content from includes everything from AMC, Bravo, Discovery, Comedy Central, Food Network, FX, which is a really big thing on Hulu, the content from FX, Showtime, TBS, TNT, VH1, so just a whole bunch of different networks here. At the time I'm recording this video, they have the original Tim Burton Batman movies, as well as movies from Marvel, like the Deadpool movies. So it's kind of just interesting to see those movies side by side. And as you're, again, seeing so many things become more and more fractured, this is kind of that one holdout where you can get that content together, or at least some of it. Now, a great thing that Hulu has, which has always been kind of a mainstay of Hulu, is that for a lot of the shows that are originally on broadcast networks or cable, you can watch current season shows. So you don't have to wait for months or even years before the season of the show that you're watching comes out on streaming. You can watch it in a lot of cases the next day, on Hulu. Just like when I was in high school and I was watching Lost on Hulu, you can still watch your shows the next day. So that's pretty nice. So when you go to the Hubs tab, this shows you what a lot of the content on Hulu is really focused on. Of course, there's a whole bunch of different studios, but these ones in particular, really under the Disney brands, you've got 20th Century Studios, Searchlight Pictures, Hotstar, FX, as well as the Hulu Originals. I'll get into those originals first. With these Hulu originals, the one really big splashy show that you heard about for a while was The Handmaid's Tale. Since then, there's been a lot of other shows that have come out that have been, equally successful, if not more so. I've been enjoying watching The Dropout, which is about Elizabeth Holmes and the whole saga with Theranos and the blood testing that was actually just a fraud and people knew about it, and there was the whistleblowing, and that whole thing I found to be very interesting. There's also Dope Sick. There's the new series Pam and Tommy. They have everything from these super gritty drama shows to really quirky comedies. Only Murders in the Building, The Great, How I Met Your Father. They do have some kids content. Now, it's not going to be as much as you would find on Disney+, but there are several shows made for Hulu by DreamWorks Animation. There's also a reboot of Animaniacs that, even though it's technically for children, I think adults can enjoy it as well, and I've certainly enjoyed reminiscing about the days of watching Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. Now, even though the live channels are mostly going to be focused on the Hulu plus live TV package, you do get access to ABC News Live, which is their 24/7 digital news channel with any Hulu subscription. So to get to that, you would just want to go to the news tab and you can see their full schedule. You can watch shows like ABC News Live with Lindsay Davis, 2020, The View, World News Tonight with David Muir. All of that you're going to be able to watch either live or catch up on it after it airs. You can also see clips of different news stories, catch up on different programs under the news tab. So that is more of a recent thing with Hulu, is that it is becoming also a good source for news, at least through ABC News as well. Now, I mentioned earlier customization with a Hulu membership, and that's one thing that I really like. They do offer a number of add-ons. So instead of having, let's say, Showtime or HBO Max and a separate app, you can have it all together in one place with your Hulu app, which I think is really nice. So as for the premium add-ons that you can do, those include Showtime, Cinemax, Stars, HBO Max, as well as ESPN Plus. And again, all of those can be added with any level, whether you are live TV or any type of membership with Hulu. And the last thing I'll mention here in this section of the video is Hulu Plus Live TV. With that type of subscription, you get access to over 75 different live channels. You have a cloud DVR. You have also includes access to Disney Plus and ESPN Plus for both of their Hulu Plus Live TV subscriptions. Again, I'm working on a separate video for Hulu Plus Live TV, but I will have that link once that video is up. So let's get into the big question, which is the memberships and pricing for Hulu. How much is Hulu? Now, with a standard Hulu subscription for just Hulu on its own, it's pretty simple. There's just going to be two options. One really nice thing is both of these plans include a 30-day free trial. So that is a super generous amount of time. If you want to just get a feel for Hulu, try it out, you do get that full month to, have that trial. So that is super nice. So the first plan is going to be Hulu with ads. That is $6.99 per month. With that plan, you get access to everything that's on Hulu. It's just going to have those advertising breaks. If you want to eliminate the ad breaks, that is going to be the Hulu No Ads plan, which is $12.99 per month. You get access to all of the same content. It's just going to remove those ad breaks. Now, there is one caveat to that, and that is there are a small number of shows that have ads directly before and directly after some of the videos. But really the vast majority of content, if you have that $12.99 per month membership, is going to eliminate the advertising. Now, Hulu does offer a membership for students that is going to give you a really steep discount. For the Hulu student membership, you save over 70% off a Hulu with ads plan, and instead of it being $6.99 per month, it is $1.99 per month. Now, as for Hulu with Live TV, if you want to add in those live channels, you can do Hulu with ads plus live TV for $69.99 per month, or you can also do Hulu with no ads plus live TV for $75.99 per month. And the nice thing about Hulu plus Live TV, both of those plans include access to Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. So you can get the Disney bundle there as well as your live TV subscription all together. Now the add-ons, like I mentioned, instead of having things set up in different apps between Showtime or ESPN Plus, HBO Max, you can get it all together under the Hulu app. That pricing, I'm just going to kind of fly through real quick. ESPN Plus is going to be $6.99 per month. HBO Max, you get a week free, then it's $14.99 per month. Cinemax, 1 week free, then $9.99 per month. Showtime, week free, $10.99 per month. Stars, it is normally $8.99 per month, but when I'm recording this in March of 2022, it is only $2.99 per month. But I will say that offer only runs through March 31st, so just take note of that. If you are watching this after that time, that promotion is no longer active. So let's talk about the Hulu app. Now, the app has run very smoothly for me. As you know, for purposes of this review, I've used it on my Amazon Fire TV stick, Apple TV, iPhone, as well as my laptop. Haven't had any issues at all with streaming. Everything has been super streamlined. You can download the Hulu app on a wide variety of devices, either Android or Apple. You can watch it on a web browser, Mac or PC, watch it on streaming devices like Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Google Chromecast, Roku, and Xfinity Flex. As for game consoles, you can get Hulu on Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. And for smart TVs, you can get it on smart TVs made by LG, Samsung, Sony, and Vizio. Now, with every Hulu account, you can create up to 6 profiles. There's also parental controls, so if you want to block what your kids have access to, you can do that. They also offer 4K content at no extra cost. You do have to have, a television, like a 4K TV, and a streaming player that has 4K capabilities. But as long as you've got that, you can watch content in 4K. So let's get on to my final thoughts. In 2022, is Hulu worth it? I would say Hulu is a great place for television junkies. If you're someone that watches current season shows and you like having those episodes the next day, if you're someone who likes having content from a variety of sources in one place, you want to be able to have different customization options, like the ability to add live TV or add HBO Max together in one app, then Hulu is a great place for you. I think the original content in particular just keeps getting better and better. They always are adding new shows each month. I think that content library of the original shows is just getting more and more robust. It was recently reported that with 20th Century Studios, they're actually going to begin making up to 10 films per year that are specifically going to be made for Hulu. So that's really cool that you're going to get all of those original movies. And Hulu really is just a great overall service. You can flex your membership around what you want and what's in your budget. If you want to save a little bit of money and get Hulu with ads, you can do that. If you're a student, you can get that $1.99 membership. And if you're trying Hulu out for the first time, you get that full 30 days to try it out, which is a super long time for a free trial. I think as a package for general entertainment and TV, Hulu is really a must-have for a huge amount of people. So if you want to try out that 30-day trial, I will have a link down in the description. You can also go to shallistreamit.com/Hulu to try it out. So what are your thoughts about Hulu? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel for all things streaming. I'm going to have that Hulu plus live TV video up very shortly, so be on the lookout for that. But for now, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a good one. Bye-bye.